Alright guys, welcome to the PressStart podcast. I'm your host, Reefly, and today is the 6th of July, 2013. It's a Friday. It's around pretty close to the evening. I've been recording a lot today because I've just started up school and I haven't had much of a chance, so I did like about 3 or 4 hour long session. And now it's time for the podcast. So this week was not a great week as far as a lot of news. Like, it's my shortest list by a lot. Like, it's about half of what the shortest list was. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 6 topics. But I am going to touch on a few things I don't have planned. So it won't be probably that long. But I may add some stuff later on. We'll see. So this was kind of last week, but since I didn't really touch on it on last week's podcast, I'll include it in this. But at PAX, oh come on, I shouldn't have. How did I not have it open? At PAX, KJ Inafune, the man who made Dead Rising 1 and 2. What else did he make? He made what else did he make? Oh, he made Mega Man. He announced a new Kickstarter, and it reminded me of a game called what was it? Oh yeah, Mega Man again. Yeah. So his Kickstarter's name is Mighty Number 9. Like I said, it's pretty much the spiritual successor to Mega Man. Now, it's pretty much the exact same kind of idea, where you play as a robot who has to take down other robots who have gone bad or whatever, and you get their powers and all that, and you use it to move on. You can choose whatever boss you want in whatever order. Yeah, so it's Mega Man, but that's an awesome thing since Capcom does nothing with Mega Man. Why not? There needs to be something that replaces Mega Man, so why not make a spiritual successor? So the KJ Inafune, who I think a few years ago kind of broke up with Capcom, he was kind of fed up with them. He got his Kickstarter going, and within 2 days, 2 or 3 days, he got over $1 million. So it's already funded. Now it's just going through stretch goals and all that. I think that's what they're called, stretch goals. So like they've added, I think, a few more levels, and they've added like a soundtrack. They added some more stuff since they met the stretch goals. But if it goes to like 2.5 million or something like that, it's going to be on PS4 and Xbox One. Right now it's only on PC. So I think it had like 20 plus days left on Kickstarter. So I'm hoping that it will reach that goal so you can play it on your consoles. I think it will. This is about, from what I heard, it's about 1.7 right now. So we need another mil in about 20 days. So I'd say they could do it since they've only been on it for like 5 days. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, more Mega Man games is the best thing ever. So I haven't played much Mega Man games, but But I do like the concept, and they are fun games from what I've played. It's just a really difficult, and I suck at that kind of game. Like, I'm terrible at Mega Man. Probably one of the worst players you've ever seen. But I still think they're really fun and great games. So, I'm excited. I'll pick up this game once it comes out. It looks like a lot of fun. So, I guess it sounds like it's a lot of fun. Nothing's been made yet, and it's not planned to come out until 2015. So yeah, kind of a far ways away, but still really cool. And I think a lot of people will be looking forward to that. Alright, so next up, Sony unveiled a PS4. They actually didn't unveil one. Sony is planning, or maybe they've already made it, a virtual reality headset, a VR headset, which is weird because there's the Oculus Rift, which is really, full development, and is pretty much the only kind of VR headset in the market right now. So it's interesting that Sony wants to get into it and try to make it themselves and all that. Multiple people have tried to buy out the Oculus Rift company, but they've denied it. So maybe Sony tried, and maybe Microsoft tried also. Somebody just decided to make their own. I guess Sony's the only one who said anything, but I'm guessing Microsoft's looking into it too. So, I mean, it says in this report that it will be unveiled at the Tokyo Game Show, September 19th through 22nd. So it hasn't really been announced yet. It's kind of a rumor, but I guess we'll have to see. Now, I am not a big fan of this virtual reality crap, but, I mean, maybe it's just because I have, like, the crappy kind of idea of, like, the old kind of, the really crappy version of virtual reality that you see in, like, the movies and all that stuff, where it's like, wow, amazing, and it's just really stupid looking. I've never tried the Oculus Rift, but I've heard a lot of people in the industry talk about how great it is, and how, like, it's really a game-changing kind of accessory. So maybe it's a lot better than I think it is. I would like to test it out, but I mean, I mean, I would like to test it out, but it's not out yet. And it's only at, like, game conferences, which are never close to where I am, so. I'd like to test it out just to see what it's like, and maybe I can make a better opinion. But if Sony is trying to invest into it, it must be in the future of gaming, so I guess I should get used to it. But we'll see. Alright, so yeah, that's the VR headset. It's kind of funny. I have my my list kind of out of order this time, but hopefully I get it in order. Timesplitters, the series that was very well known on PS2 and GameCube generation, is apparently coming out for the PS4 because a fan remake called Timesplitters Rewind, which includes all 3 of the Timesplitters games, and it's being remade. It's coming out on PC right now, and also, like I said, PS4. Now, Timesplitters is owned by Crytek, and they gave the blessing to the people who are making this game to make it, but they did not give the blessing to make a PS4 version. So this could be shot down as far as the PS4 version. but we'll have to see. I know a lot of people are big fans of the Timesplitters series. I've never played any of them. They just never really interested me. I don't know what to say really. I know people like it, so we'll see what happens. I kind of want to see what it looks like. But yeah, it's being made by Pantheonics. And you can donate and crap like that. No Xbox One version yet. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so if they're excited for that, still a long ways away, but maybe you'll get on the PS4. Well, let's see. So after that, the biggest news of the week, pretty much undoubtedly, is Microsoft announced the Xbox One's release date, and it is November 22nd. So, a week after Sony in America, but a week before Sony in Europe. Because Sony is releasing on the 15th and only North America, and on the 29th everywhere else. So that's interesting. Kind of a funny thing, I put Xbone launch date, so I guess you can tell what my favoritism is. So, I mean, that's an interesting date. I personally thought they would come out a week before, because I don't think they could let Sony get ahead of them even more. But apparently they don't really think that way. Now, 22nd's pretty late in the year, kind of. It's before Black Friday, but not too much. Like, just to think about it, it's pretty much a week before Black Friday. And it's going to launch. It's going to be sold out a day, not even a day, like pretty much 12 hours after it launches. It's going to be sold out everywhere. I don't know how we're going to be able to get more in before Black Friday. Like, they're already trying to make as much as they can, because they've got over 1 million pre-orders, even though they haven't said that. I'm pretty sure we're pretty close with Sony's numbers. So they have to make 1 million consoles by November 22nd. And they did just start producing them a few days ago, so we'll see how that goes. But I think you gotta give Sony the edge as far as launch goes, because they are first. They do get some of the games early. Like, Watch Dogs actually comes out the 19th of November, but you can pick it up on the 15th for your PS4. Which is cool. You get it early compared to every other console. But I would say that the Xbox One probably has the better first-party lineup. But just barely. I mean, just barely. I don't, like, I think the Xbox One would have been better, like I said, a week before. They needed a head start in front of Sony to get the hardcore gamer, really. Because I think some people have been like, I'm just going to get whatever comes first. I'm pretty sure there's probably a few people out there that would do that. I do think that the PS4 is going to have a better opening launch. But the Xbox One's going to slowly kind of sell better. But I mean, it's exciting to have the release dates for the next gen consoles. It's been 8 years in the making. It's been a long generation, a good but long generation. And also, that's 8 years to the day that the Xbox 360 comes out. So I guess that's kind of nostalgia sort of thing. But it's just good to have consoles launching, new consoles. I think when the Wii U came out, I was really excited because it's a new console, and it's been forever since there was a new console. So that's why I pretty much bought it, and I don't play it at all. I'll be playing it in a few weeks when Wind Waker HD comes out, but I haven't played it in a few months. That's for sure. But yeah, this is like the real kind of launch there, and I can't wait. It's about 2 months till, a little bit more than 2 months for the PS4, and I'm excited. I know a lot of people are. We should just all be excited. We're all getting new consoles. It doesn't matter what you're getting. You're getting something new and exciting, and it should be fun. And one last thing on the Xbox One. They bumped up the CPU speed by, let's see, how much did they do? I don't know, whatever. They bumped it up a little bit, so that's good, I guess. What else was it? Oh yeah, okay. That's it for Xbox One. Dark Souls 2 beta is coming up soon. It's coming up in October. It doesn't feel like, I just kind of realized it's not August or July. It's September. Like, I keep forgetting how late in the year it actually is. But it's coming out in October, and you can sign up now only for PS3 users, though can get the beta. I'm not the biggest Dark Souls fan, and I don't have a PS3 either way, so I won't be getting it. But I do know that is a huge series, and a lot of people will try to get in. So yeah, beta is coming up soon. So don't miss out on that if you want it. And then Rayman Vita released the exact same day as the other Rayman games. And it was missing, let's see, what was it? It was missing a lot of levels. I'm trying to find the exact amount. Let's see if this article says it. It doesn't say. It was missing a large amount of levels, which kind of angered a lot of Vita people, because Ubisoft promised that it would have all of the exact same content as the console games and all that. But later, a few days later, they said they would send out a patch that would, install all the new levels and all that. So that is good. People get their full game. It's just kind of funny how it wasn't like the full game, and this tends to be happening a lot more where you have to get a patch to get the actual full game. Which you kind of think, why don't you just push it back a week for releasing and get the full game out or something like that? But I mean, they can do whatever they want. It's their game. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for news. Yeah, I mean, not much at all. Just to lengthen this up, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna do like a new thing on shorter videos, I guess, where I'm gonna recommend a game for this week. Maybe I'll do it every week. We'll have to see. But this week, it kind of goes with the last topic. I'm going to recommend Rayman Legends. I picked it up for my 360, and it is a fantastic platformer. I have not gotten too. I'm about a third of the way through the game, and it's a fun game. I really enjoy it. The level design is fantastic. It's controls well. It's a lot of fun. Anybody who's a big fan of platformers owes it to themselves to play this game. It's just creative, it's beautiful, and it's just one of the best platformers I've played in a while. So if you have not picked it up, pick it up for sure. It is really good. Definitely one of the better games I've played this year. Maybe the second best. I still have to play more, but right now, BioShock Infinite is the best game I've personally played. I have not played The Last of Us. And then Splinter Cell Blacklist is my second, but this game's kind of fighting with Blacklist right now. It's funny because Blacklist came out like 2 weeks ago, and then this game comes out, and they're both Ubisoft games, so yeah. So I have to play more to give my full review, which I will make a video and put up a Reefly's review in coming weeks. For now, definitely pick it up. It's a really good game. And if you like platformers, like I said, pick this up. Rayman Legends is a fantastic game so far from what I've played. But yeah, I mean, I just added like another 2 minutes, so I could Outlast I'm playing too as well, but I haven't played enough to really give you guys my opinion. It's scary crap, but maybe because I'm a big wimp. But yeah, maybe next week I'll give a more opinionated stance on that. And then we got GTA 5 in 2 weeks. We have Wind Waker HD also in 2 weeks. And then it's a dead period for about a month. And then Assassin's Creed Blacklist comes out on current gen. And he got Batman Arkham Origins comes out. And then we got next gen. So, yeah. Not a busy week this week. Next week, I don't expect it to be any different. It's probably going to be dead for the rest of September. And it's going to start heating up in October with some next gen kind of talk. And then November is going to be pretty busy, I think. But yeah, so okay week. Nothing really major besides the Xbox One launch date. A very short podcast. I don't think it's my shortest, but it's pretty close to that. So yeah, that's the PressStart podcast for this week. It is a decent week, I guess you could say. Cool news, but nothing grand. But I'll see you guys around next week for hopefully more news. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week.